This is not a canyon. It is a forest of stone towers. Many people who visit this remarkable place believe they are looking into a vast chasm carved by a single river, but that is not the story here. Instead, what we see is a collection of natural amphitheaters, great bowls carved into the edge of a high plateau. Within these bowls, an astonishing collection of rock spires called hoodoos stand in silent congregation. They rise from the earth like ancient sentinels, each one unique, each one a testament to the slow, patient power of the natural world. It is a landscape that feels both alien and deeply familiar, a geological wonder unlike any other on our planet. As the sun makes its first appearance on the horizon, a quiet magic unfolds across this stone forest. The very first rays of light catch the tips of the tallest hoodoos, setting them aglow with a fiery orange and a soft, delicate pink. For a few precious moments they seem to burn against the deep blue shadows that still cling to the amphitheater floor below. Watching a time-lapse of this daily event reveals a slow, beautiful dance of light and shadow. The colors shift and deepen, moving down the spires like a liquid curtain, revealing the intricate textures and forms that the darkness had concealed. These hoodoos are tall, thin pinnacles of rock that have been weathered into their extraordinary shapes. Some stand slender and alone, like solitary needles pointing toward the sky, while others cluster together in dense, chaotic groups. You might see one that is as tall as a 10-story building, another that is no bigger than a person. Many of them are topped with a harder, more resistant cap of rock, which acts like a small hat, protecting the softer stone directly beneath it from erosion. This protective cap is often why the hoodoo can grow so tall and thin, as the rock around its protected neck weathers away more quickly, leaving the spire behind. These are not structures carved by human hands. They are the result of natural forces working over immense spans of time. The artists here are the elements themselves: the freezing cold of winter nights, the gentle persistence of summer rain, and the steady breath of the wind. One of the most powerful forces at work in this high-altitude landscape is something surprisingly simple: frozen water. The process is known as frost wedging, and it is the primary sculptor of the hoodoos. It begins when water from rain or melting snow seeps into the tiny cracks and fissures that exist in the rock. Here, at over 8,000 feet in elevation, the temperatures can swing dramatically. Even on a warm day, the night can bring a deep freeze. As the temperature plummets below freezing, the water trapped within the rock turns to ice. This transformation is the key to its immense power. When water freezes, it expands by about 9%. This expansion exerts a tremendous amount of pressure on the surrounding rock from within. Imagine a tiny, powerful jack being pushed against the inside walls of a crack. Night after night, this freezing cycle repeats, and with each freeze, the ice wedge pushes the crack a little wider, a little deeper. Bryce Canyon experiences over 200 freeze-thaw cycles each year, a relentless assault on the integrity of the stone. Over countless seasons, these tiny expansions accumulate, turning microscopic fissures into significant fractures that weaken the entire rock structure, preparing it for the next stage of its transformation. This constant wedging action is what begins to break apart the great walls of the plateau. Large fins of rock are pried away from the main cliff face by this powerful internal force. Once frost wedging has done its work breaking and fracturing the rock, other forces arrive to continue the sculpting process. The summer in Bryce Canyon often brings thunderstorms. The rain that falls is slightly acidic. Rainwater runs down the sides of the rock spires, slowly dissolving the calcite that acts as the natural cement, holding the rock grains together. Chemical weathering weakens the surface of the stone. Running water carries away the loosened particles, silt and sand. Over time, this washing action refines the shapes created by frost. Water carves small channels and grooves into their surfaces. Softer layers wash away faster, harder layers remain, forming the lumpy, stacked appearance. Wind also contributes to this symphony of erosion. Its role is secondary to water and ice. Wind blows through the amphitheaters, picking up loose particles, sand and silt. Wind acts like a sandblaster, hurling abrasive particles against the base. The breathtaking beauty of the hoodoos is not just in their shape, but also in their vibrant and varied colors. The rocks of Bryce Canyon are a brilliant tapestry of reds, oranges, pinks, whites, often arranged in distinct horizontal bands. The dominant reds and oranges come from iron oxides, essentially rust, within the rock.